what day it is at the moment. It is week 8, day 6. Oh my god, I'm nearly at week 9. Wow. And my scan is in a week and a half. It's really weird. It's got to that point now where we've told everyone that we want to tell. We are just waiting for this scan. I've had my pregnancy appointment. I've got my pregnancy medication, my higher milligram folic acid and stuff. But yet I still have a lot of days like today, like yesterday, and like Saturday, where I don't feel pregnant. I can't explain it. I can't explain it. I don't know whether or not it's because I'm not really having symptoms right now, or the fact that the symptoms I am having is exactly the same as what I get on a day-to-day, like my hay fever. The tender breasts, that's still very much a very obvious symptom, but they are gigantic. And considering I'm not meant to be showing yet, I'm still having difficulty with my body image, with the fact that I do have a very obvious, very saggy, very excess fatty stomach, which I know is normal. And I know in pregnancy you do gain excess body fat, especially around the stomach and around the hips, in order to help support and protect the baby. But it is difficult. It's really difficult to not feel pregnant because you don't have all that excitement going on. Like, the baby's not big enough for you to physically see it. It's not big enough to start moving. It's definitely not big enough to start moving. But you're just sort of carrying on with your daily life like nothing's happening. And the amount of pregnancy vlogs I've watched that people have experienced all the symptoms under the sun between weeks 7 and 9. And I'm just here like, my hay fever got worse, my anemia flared up, I suppose happened, but other than that, I've not really felt it. And it's strange because a part of me feels guilty that other people go through such a bad experience and I've had it so easy. I wouldn't say I've had it easy, but where I've not had it easy is my conditions that already exist. So my hay fever, my anemia. So things that I already experience on a day-to-day basis and I'm used to powering through and battling through. So I don't really know or can relate to people that are having a hard time, or people that are struggling with the tiredness or struggling with everything else going on, because for me this is normal. This is literally normal. This is my day-to-day every day. And I can't decide whether or not I feel guilty or whether or not I just feel confused about the fact that people don't experience this level of tiredness and fatigue on a daily. It's weird. You don't actually realise or have the ability to appreciate when you have a chronic illness or when you have an illness that affects you on a daily basis. You don't realise just how bad it actually is until someone else is experiencing those same symptoms who's never experienced them before. It's strange. But then I also don't know whether or not I'm even experiencing symptoms, or whether or not the symptoms that I think I'm experiencing is just my medical conditions. Sorry, I'm going on a bit of a ramble here. But my main point of saying is I feel normal. I feel 100% normal. I feel exactly like me. I don't feel any different in regards to fatigue. I don't feel any different in regards to my hay fever, other than the fact that it's lasting longer this year than other years. And it is annoying as hell, but then there's also multiple videos going around showing just how bad the hay fever actually is this year. I'm hoping I am one of the lucky ones that aren't experiencing very heavy pregnancy symptoms. But at the same time, I also feel weird. In a way, it makes me worry because I don't feel those pregnancy symptoms. Do you know what I mean? There's also a creator I started watching the other day. She just released her announcement video that she's pregnant about a week ago. And it was nice because she's pregnant around the same time that I am. I'm watching her go through the journey while I'm also going through the exact same journey. And she has, I think I've mentioned her previously, she has a lot of the same feelings and emotions and thoughts and fears that I was experiencing when I first found out I was pregnant. So it was nice to be able to find a creator that's going through the exact same experience as me, with very similar thoughts and fears that I was going through when I first found out. So I can relate to her content quite a lot, which is nice. I've had a busy weekend. I say a busy weekend. Saturday, I had the day off, but my brain, stopped. My brain didn't want to brain. So even though I planned to do loads of video editing and stuff, I just decided to do loads of housework. I couldn't get any of it done because my brain just would not function. And then yesterday, we actually went out to my friend's house because it was one of my friend's birthday weekends and we decided to have a barbecue. The day was a lot of fun, but it kind of went a bit awry. We took the parrots flying and my friend's parrot decided to disappear. We do think he got chased by seagulls or something similar to make him go so far away, because he was found nearly 2 miles away from where we were flying. And then one of my other friends, her parrots decided they didn't want to come down from the tree. They were just having too much fun. So that caused the day to get a bit delayed. But other than that, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
You're going over too. You're surrounded by cows. They were on the field over here.
Cows. More cows. More cows. Even more cows. You showing off for the cows? Hi. That just licked me on the neck. Got one coming in behind. Just press his lap. Those three hiding over there, meanwhile me and Sophie are literally surrounded. Hi. Hi.
I'm like, nope, that's enough.
I'm now missing a quaffle.
My boy. Good boy. Coming in hot. He's like, okay, I missed. I'm gonna just take a different loop. Good boy.
Blew me, they're flying fast there.
Because the wind is hot. Following the current. Good boy,
The suns are in that tree
That
somewhere. That tree somewhere. God knows where.
Those are starlings, aren't they?
I think so, yes.
Oh, look at them. Yeah, those are starlings.
Oh yeah,
You
those are
can
starlings. Those are starlings.
hear them.
Those were starlings, without a doubt. Don't know where they've gone, but they were starlings. Woo, hello.
He back.
There's one.
One more on back.
And as usual, the other one's disappeared. I had some corn peppered steaks for the barbecue because A, I just wanted to make sure that I was eating something that could be cooked through thoroughly and that I wasn't going to be a bit finicky with. And B, because I have a gag reflex towards fat and gristle and bone, I didn't want to risk eating anything with fat or gristle or bone in it. So I got some corn pepper steaks from the grill, just in case, or from the barbecue, and had those, as well as some corn on the cob and some lettuce that my friend had grew in her allotment. It was really, really nice. That lettuce was so fresh. But I didn't get home until about 8 o'clock, approximately. By the time I got home, I was shattered. I'm always shattered after a social day. So I got something to eat because it had been a few hours since I'd eaten, and Jason was adamant that I needed to eat before bed. So I got something to eat, I chilled out, and read a bit of my book before bed. That was it. That's all we did yesterday. Today is a new day for another week. I've got a really quiet day at work. I've got 2 dogs in the morning and 3 dogs this afternoon, as well as a visit to my friend's cats to make sure that they're okay, who they actually come back off holiday tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to having my mornings free again soon. So because it's a quiet day, I am hoping to get home early. I don't have anything scheduled for this afternoon, so I'm hoping that when I get home from work, I'm either going to spend some time with my parrots and then do my exercises, or do my exercises and then spend some time with my parrots. I've not yet decided yet, but I do need to get some exercises done today. And tomorrow I've got a physiotherapy appointment for the pregnancy. Then on Wednesday, we're actually going to sign the documents for our new house that we're buying. On Thursday, I get a day off, which is nice. And then on Friday, we are hopefully picking up the keys to our new home, which is extremely exciting. So we've got a very, very busy week. A very busy week coming up. An exciting week though. Very, very, very busy but exciting week. I'm gonna go get out and walk the dogs now, and then when we get back I am going to hopefully be doing my exercises. So it's currently 8 weeks and 7 days, which is basically day 1 of week 9. You hadn't guessed, things didn't go to plan yesterday. Things really didn't go to plan yesterday. Not long after I finished chatting to you guys, I had an energy crash where my body was just like, you need to sleep, and you need to sleep right this very second. And I was falling asleep at my desk before, like, I really needed to sleep for work, and I was falling asleep at my desk. So I jumped on the sofa, which is just behind me, jumped on the sofa and had a power nap for 10 minutes, literally just 10 minutes, and then got up and went to work. I had quite an easy day at work, nipped the shop, come home from work, and then I literally, almost as soon as I got home from work, I sat down, I had something quick to eat, and as soon as I finished eating, I was falling asleep again, which again, I'm used to, because when my iron deficiency plays up, the same thing happens. I got my head back down on the sofa and I slept for an hour, or was it more than that? I can't remember. I slept from approximately 4 o'clock through till about 5:15, give or take. And even that was only because I had to go out and do a cat visit for my friend. If it wasn't for that cat visit, I probably would have slept till about 7 o'clock. I was so tired yesterday, and I'm tired again today. It's like I woke up quite bright and chirpy and quite full of energy. And within this last 5 to 10 minutes, I've gone really drowsy. Really drowsy. The fatigue is a battle. It's a battle today and yesterday. Still going strong. Which reminds me, I'm not having my folic acid yet today. My multivitamins, just to be sure. I've been told I've got to take these as well. These are the multivitamins that I was taking even before I got given the special folic acid, but I've been told to stay on the multivitamins just in case. Heaven help the people that didn't have all these multivitamins and supplements. Yet somehow the population still turned out fine. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a weird mood today. Anyway, I've got a busy day today. I've got I've got a cat visit this morning, then 3 dogs on my morning walk, 3 dogs on my afternoon walk. And then I hopefully got nothing planned this afternoon. If I haven't got anything planned this afternoon, or if it stays unplanned this afternoon, I'm hoping to get some exercise done, and I need to also get a video edited. But I don't know how I'm going to feel when I get home. I don't know if I'm going to end up crashing again on the sofa. I'll have to wait and see. So it's now Tuesday afternoon, or evening actually at this point. I procrastinated like crazy since I got home from work. I'm actually just in the middle of finishing my dinner. I have almost nearly finished it. I had 3 boiled eggs with some noodles. What else did I have? Spring onions, spinach, and broccoli. So that's what I had for my dinner. And I'm feeling a bit full. It's a little hard to finish this last little bit, but I'm determined. I will have every single morsel of this food, because it's weird. I'm hungry, but at the same time, I'm full. It's really annoying. I don't know if you can actually hear a bit of emotion in my voice. I'm just watching a video because, like I said, I'm going to town on the pregnancy videos. This one's telling my husband I'm pregnant after 15 years of infertility and going for that first ultrasound and hearing the heartbeat for the first time. I've watched so many of these videos now, and none of them have made me tear up, none of them have made me get emotional. And just watching this one, I don't know if it's because I know she's struggled with fertility for 15 years or whether or not it's just because it's emotional roller coaster week, supposedly. I'm tearing up. I say I'm tearing up, I'm welling up. The emotions are rising. The emotions are very much rising. I feel it, and I think it doesn't help. It brought my own fears to the surface. The fear that I'm going to get to my first scan, and even though I know little Minion had a heartbeat when we went for the private scan a few weeks back, I'm scared that the heartbeat has stopped. I'm scared that they're going to tell me something's wrong. They're going to tell me that I've got a cyst on my ovary or something, or I've got cancer developing in my uterus. It's like that. My brain always predicts the worst situations. My brain always goes for the worst possible outcome, so that when those worst possible outcomes don't happen, it's a much happier situation. But the lead up to it is just so annoying. I'm trying not to think about it. I'm trying not to worry about it. Trying to ride this roller coaster of emotions, because it really is a roller coaster of emotions. I've got so easily angered today. It's definitely been a mood swingy day. It's like the littlest things have got me angry. The littlest things have made me started tearing up. The littlest things have been making me happy. It's definitely a mood swing emotional day today. I'm going to finish nattering. I'm going to finish this food. I'm going to give myself about half an hour for the food to go down and settle. And then I want to do my mobility, but I don't think I have the energy for mobility today. So I'm going to do some general movement and then do some hybrid calisthenics. So it's now 8 o'clock at night. I need to get my movement done. I've let my food settle. We have done some video editing. The video editing I'm currently doing is my POV from Salford Keys Paddleboard Club. But regardless of that, I need to do some movement. And like I said, I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm going to stick to just movement, put some music on, have some flow, do a bit of stretching, see how I feel. And then at the end of it, if I've still got enough energy, we're going to do our hybrid calisthenics. Alright, so that's general movement and mobility done. Time to do my hybrid calisthenics, which is the next level in pull-up training and jackknife squats, because I'm still nowhere close with the jackknife squats. Now, because I'm doing my more advanced pull-up training where I'm going on a diagonal, I'm actually getting to use these for the first time. I bought these last year with the hope of being able to use them for my hybrid calisthenics and pull-up training. I never got around to using them, so I'm finally getting these out this year. Well, that's too long, so now I actually need to learn how to extend these. So for my pull-ups, 2 sets of 15 is level 1, 2 sets of 30 level 2, and 3 sets of 30 level 3. Let's see how well we do. Oh, knocked on there. Oh. Right, so first set was 20, means I passed the first half of the level 1 set. Still got to do 15 more to pass level 1, but it means that I'm not going to hit level 2 or level 3 today. But that's fine, because that means we've got a better idea of where we're up to in regards to the pull-up thing. Right, I've had a 2-minute rest. Time to try set 2. Okay, 2 sets of 20. I'm happy with that right now. So the next movement is the jackknife squats. I don't know if you can see it there. Now, truth is, I actually really struggle with having my hands flat against something because I can't get all the way down. So I am going to attempt to actually use my banister to do the jackknife squats, because at least then I can get down and have a better chance of pulling myself back up. So for the jackknife squats, level 1 is 2 sets of 15, level 2 is 2 sets of 25, and level 3 is 3 sets of 35. Considering last time I barely managed level 1, we'll see how we go. So we're aiming for level 1. Level 1 is the goal. Just managed 15 then. I'm also starting to keep an eye on my belly because my bump should start technically showing soon, but it's hard to see because I am overweight. But it's not showing yet. I've still got a lot of podge. Like, all this is podge. None of that is baby. All of that is just excess that the baby has stored there on my behalf. I am getting quite hard under here. There is a lot of pressure, and as well as the pressure, anytime I am now lying on my stomach, I can definitely feel that there is something solid in my abdomen. Like, I can really feel it. Like when I was doing the cobra stretches earlier, I really felt some pressure on my stomach. Like, not pressure from my stomach itself, but the actual stretch. I could feel that there was something solid in my abdomen. It still feels so weird to say that I'm pregnant because at this point, with nothing to show other than the fatigue and the nausea and everything, and like the feeling that there's something solid in there, other than that, you just feel normal. You've got a really bad case of the flu. Not even a case of the flu, because like I said, it's not too bad for me, but it just feels like I'm getting on day to day with just a bit of illness every now and again. The hay fever's calmed down finally as well. But it's weird. It's like when I'm exercising, I feel more pregnant when I'm exercising, because when I move, when I stretch, when I actually twist my body in certain ways, I can feel something in my abdomen. I can feel the solidity. But on general day to day, when I'm just going about my business, I would have never knew I was pregnant if it wasn't for the random nausea. It's such a weird sensation. Oh no, my battery's about to die. I might not be able to. I may have to take these next exercises on my phone. Another 15 done. I was going to say this is me done for the night, but I do want to do some work on my parallettes as well. Parallettes. I've got some really cheap parallettes that I got from Decathlon. I want to do some very beginner L-sit holds on them, just to get back into practice. I'm so breathless so easily these days. I just want to use them just to get back into practice of holding my weight in my hands. How bad is that? How bad is that no matter how much I push up, my bum still stays on the floor? It's like my muscles aren't on the floor, but the excess on my bum stays on the floor. So it doesn't actually look like I'm lifting myself up, but believe me, I am. Alright, 20 to 30 second hold. Oh, I don't think that was quite 20, but that's all I had in me. Whew. Try again. Oh gosh, that hurts. I was in the mood to do one more thing, which was some scapular pulls and maybe some hanging just to stretch out my back. However, we are in the process of hopefully moving house now. Tomorrow is a very exciting day. Tomorrow we get to sign our documents for the house. Very exciting. But because of that, we are starting to move home or starting to pack things away. So we have a lot of boxes. Courtesy of Jason's mum and dad, and they've got even more at their house. This is just like a handful that they've given us, and not even including the ones that we've already packed away. Now, I'll be honest, I cannot be bothered moving those. They're heavy and I'm tired and I've just not got the energy. I'm too breathless. I don't really think I'm going to be able to hang anywhere else without breaking the door frames, because the door frames here aren't very strong. So I'm going to end that session there, I think, and maybe have some very brief stretching. Might not even have too much stretching, considering I've already done quite a lot of mobility and stretching. Just do this just to stretch out my arm a little bit. Now for the other side. Twisty. Oh, just loosen up those biceps a bit. Right, I think that's me done for today, so I will see you guys tomorrow, which may be in a few seconds. It may be in the next video. I never know these days.